Let's check this is live. It seems to be. Hello everyone, we are here to watch round 2 of the playoffs. The CCL Season 18 playoffs between Azathot's Dark Elves and Kolianxxx's Dwarfs. I'm not going to say the rest of Kolian's name, it is just, I'm going with just Kolian. Let me edit the title to make sure we have the right people up. I believe they are currently in inducements, so we have a few minutes, or at least a minute before they start. It seems Kolian in inducements has gone for Barrick and Boomer, the two cheap dwarf star secret weapons, star players. 3 bribes and a level 2 dwarf, which we can only guess with the bribes is going to be a dirty player. There was a possibility, of course, that he could have gone for a chef or a wizard, having 550 in inducements. But it seems he's gone full damage. Can't blame him. Extra players as well with Barrick and Boomer. They are very cheap for the dwarves. We are just waiting for good luck, Odont. For those who don't know, Odont in chat is in fact Azathot. And there we go. Game is in. Odont is letting us know that Kolian has won the toss, as we won't see the dice rolls by the time we log in. You'll have to excuse any coughing, etc. at my end. It is freezing here at the moment, and I've been working in a warehouse. It seems from this that we are going to be watching from the dwarves' point of view. Kolian won the toss and has put Azathot on defense. Kolian has the wizard, 3 bribes, 2 star players. Actually, I forget, it's a wizard stadium, so Azathot also gets the wizard. Kolian has also got the fame. Put the skills on for everyone to see all of the piling on Kolian's team. And it is indeed a dirty player, journeyman. Interesting. I believe this Longbeard here had a skill that from the last game, and Kolian has chosen to take stand firm instead of, as you can see, piling on every other dwarf that's got a 3rd skill. Morning Triff, morning Sid, morning Anraka, and anyone else out there who's just listening. This should be a fun one, I think. Hi, Oriolensis, and yes, piling on. We'll probably hear that quite a bit in this match. And yes, I won't be doing the noise again. Oh, straight in with a rock. Oh, dear Lord. Yeah, that's probably not the start that Azathot was looking for. So, sorry, Azathot. Yeah, I may have to edit my laughing out to the match. Oh, man. Wow. Well, this is a good start, isn't it? Straight rock death, followed by an immediate KO. Good God. Is that a frenzy trap? And another removal from the piling on this time. So, yeah. That's happened. Still a blitz to go. And probably a foul if the blitz doesn't actually just straight up remove him. Gotta be piling on here. Yep, here we go. Doesn't break armor. So I suspect we will see a foul on that poor movement busted Lino. Has Kolian even remembered there's a ball so far? I don't think shit was used. Oh, dear God. Wow. Okay. So, turn 1, 4 removals. Well, it was nice knowing you, Azathot. This was a nice team, wasn't it? All those doubles. Apparently all you had to do was just play some min-max dwarves with piling on. There'll be some Blood Bowl to comment on later, I'm sure. And yeah, sorry, Lenses, I don't think shit was the word. Hilarious was probably a word more often bandied about for this build. So what exactly do you do here if you're Azathot? He's taken stand firm, so you can't even surf the one dwarf. Can't foul. I mean, is there even a blitz available here? I guess you just blitz this guy. And that's it. And get a push. And base your own player. Yep. Possibly wanted to do that the other way around, so you could have pushed him to there. I think this pause is also just Azathot wondering, I guess go full aggro. That's why he didn't want to push him to there. Well, method in the madness. No tackle down here. Would have to GFI to hit the witch. Oh, well, it's not, and that's not great, is it? He uses one of his rerolls straight up. Made the dodge through tackle. Failed the GFI. Ho ho ho! When we said full aggro, we meant full aggro, didn't we? Cut off the ball. Don't dislike this. I mean, if it hadn't worked, he'd have been in a buttload of trouble, but... It's not, is it, Trip? Guaranteed. Oh, dear. Quarter one there. No AV break, though. First time that's happened. Oh, isn't that interesting? Kolian uses his wizards straight off, and it's a 1. Azathot catches a break, finally. Finally. Like, 1 turn each. Marked in like it's halfway through the game because of all the removals. That was 1 turn. I've been told not to be as over the top judgmental as I usually am. So I went with interesting. And yes, you can imply the air quotes. Not that it matters. Just keep rolling removals. I wasn't. That was the one that wasn't the Rando basin. I did wonder, but it was what enabled him to stick the witch on the ball, Kolianxxxx, without making a bunch of dodges. I mean, I guess he could have just run before the block, but... And there we go, still on the ball. What will we see here? Dodge, another punch. Barrick does have agility 3, but he is a loner, so you probably don't want to dodge with him. Crucial decision here. I mean, even if he dodges with him, where does he go? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can't get anywhere that he isn't going to get hit. So I don't think you even think about a dodge here. That would have been an interesting play set. I wouldn't have hated that, if I'm honest. Although we did roll a 1 for the wizard, so... Oh, what do I know? What is happening here? Oh, man. If anyone else out there could have called that play, they're a better man than I am. I think that was a loner dodge, which failed, into a loner roll, which passed, into a dodge, which passed, into another dodge, which failed, and cast him. Excellent. So, barring a disaster, at least we will see Azathot with the ball here. Will we... Oh, I was going to say, will we see... an attempt to just straight off score with this witch, but apparently not. We are going to do some stalling. No removal luck for Azathot. Only the dwarves can roll 8s. It's quite an interesting game already, isn't it? It's only been 2 turns. We've had 5 removals. Is it 5 removals? 5 removals, including 2 Kaz for the dwarves. We've had a wizard use that failed. We've had a loner dodge that Kaz'd himself. And now Azathot has turned the ball over in 2 turns. Not certain that was worth it. Dodge on a GFI just to make him 1 in 36. Oh, he's going for the blitz. Didn't even see that. Ignore me. Doesn't indeed take the massive gap through the middle there. Oh, and almost just caught the scatter. Can't go for the pickup there, surely. Another few GFIs coming through for Kolian. We can see some more? Yeah, why not? It's just 5 GFIs that turn. Not quite as good now then, is it? Yeah. Yeah. Azathot has shown up in chat. Oh, good lord. Has shown up in chat to say that, yeah, he missed that gap. That's not the start you want, is it? 1 immediately. Does get a power, though. He chooses to scatter the ball. Gets a good scatter. Does he go for the 4 2+s to score? I mean, he can be reached if he doesn't. Any of these could roll another 1. Where's the best place you want to roll a 1 here? Oh. Well, he burnt 1 immediately. That's the guy you want to worry about. Tackle. So, if he doesn't go for the score, I suspect we'll see this one dodge first. Yep. There we go. Much safer stall this time. Yeah, burnt the 1 in the best place. Oh, lovely. Gets out of some serious trouble there. Doesn't even pop his dodge. So he can safely do that. This is where you might like that wizard you interestingly used earlier. You have to have a team to dance around someone, Anraka. Yeah, the wizard still being in play for Azathot is a huge advantage right now, isn't it? Only a push. Kolian down to 1 reroll, so can't really greed anything. He's going to want to try and score back here. You make a loner dodge trip. Actually, you make 2 loner dodges in a row. And another removal. Oh, but this one burns a bribe. Just the 1 bribe, though. Plenty more where they came from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 removals now for Kolian. And 1 stun, so we're down to 4 active dwarves. I don't like stalling here, if I'm honest, Trip. It just feels like so much can go wrong. And this turnover is pretty good for him. You will get his 3 guys back. Plus, you know, with average rolls, another 2. So you'll get 5 guys back. You'll be on 10 men minimum. Yeah, I think the score is the right play there. It's just too risky, isn't it? Can you imagine if something went wrong here? And he has all those removals and he hasn't turned him over? That would be so bad. What if it's a 1 in 36 trip? You just lose, right? They happen all the time. 1 in 36 times, actually. Good KO rolls from Azathot. Means he's got a full team back. A slightly worse full team than he started with a guard, dodge, and a wrestle lineman, both gone, and blodge, step, guard, blitzer still KO'd, but still 11 elves. Let's see how many Kolian removes turn 1 this time. I think in the playoffs, don't get me wrong, Oriolensis, in a game, I'd probably play in the way that Trip is talking about. I'd probably try and stall, but in the playoffs, I think you lean more towards the safer play, just because it's one and done. He's rolled a lot of 1s, hasn't he? He has failed a bunch of dodges, rolled a lot of 1s. So far, no snakes. It's got to be in his head. Oh, there we go. Should make some greed re-rolls happen again for Kolian. I think against a different team, maybe. But I think against Azathot's type of Delphs, he can hold them up a lot better than you'd expect. 4 turns is going to be hard for Kolian here. He's going to have to push. He can't just have all his players on the floor after piling on. But, you know, what do I know? It says as his second dwarf hits the floor. Not getting the removals this time, though. Just putting dwarves on the floor. Oh, never mind. There's one. Straight Kaz. And a movement bust. Oh, man. So Azathot down to 10. Still have the blitz and almost certain foul to go. Did he really just frenzy trap himself there on purpose? That seems strange. Uncertain what's going on there. I'm sure he rolled a frenzy trap last time with that same Troll Slayer as well. Doesn't seem to care about the 1 dice. Ball a lot more safe this time. Wide cage as he remembers that Azathot has a wizard. Here we go. Let's see if this... Wow. Gets a removal with an unassisted foul. When he had an assisted foul where he was. Second bribe gone. I would have liked to have seen the switch there punished. You're standing right there. Could have hit this guy. Unassisted foul. Dirty. He's getting twice the goals at there though, isn't he, Sid, as the fouls are breaking armor. Oh, here we go. An armor break for Azathot. That must feel sweet after watching his team get decimated. No, the Dark Elves are 550 TV up. Not that it looks that way, but they are. Big red. He did have money, but he chose not to spend any for just in case. I think Kolian just went ham and got like the halfling chef as well as bribes and things. Oh, lovely. There goes that free reroll. Maybe he could have eaten that. I mean, would that have been a big problem there? Seeing as the next thing he did was fail anyway. Yeah. Indeed, that could have been your lovely stall roll. Oh, look at the pause there. You're joking. I thought even pausing was greedy, but then went for the greed reroll too. Jeez, man. I mean, that's not a safe. I guess he's going to do the foul and hope he's still got a bribe. No ref this time. Ref only seems interested when an elf leaves the pitch. Yeah, that greed reroll was, well, it was greedy. No other word for it. Still has 2 turns. Could really need the both rerolls there, trying to score from the halfway line. Oh, man. Double skulls back to back for Azathot. Does at least get the double pow. Now down to no rerolls. Not quite getting the luck in this game so far. Oh, there we go. A dwarf removal. Does have spares. We will see Boomer come out in the second half. Assuming that that KO doesn't come back. Yeah, Boomer has to come on in turn 8. That might be an interesting turn of events if Kolianxxx scores here. I don't think he should use the wizard, Anraka. I don't think he should use the wizard even to stop him scoring. Unless it's a 100% guaranteed, which of course a wizard never is. If he can, if he has a scoring threat, but he hasn't got that many elves. Oh, here we go. This is starting to turn around a little bit now. Removal dice coming back Azathot's way. Starting to look much tougher for Kolianxxx to get through now. Is to get through the Blodstepper. And who's now been backed up. Where do you go here if you're Kolianxxx? Do you try to take it down the side? Do you try to go through the middle? I mean, this guy has to get at least, is it 5 squares forward? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's 12 squares away. He can move 8. He has to get at least 4 squares forward this turn. And still be safe. Ooh, look at that. He's going to pile... Oh, I was going to say he's going to pile on, but then the KO kicked in. Never mind. He would definitely have piled on that. I'd have laid money on it. This just doesn't look like it's going to end up being safe, does it, this ball? 1, 2, 3. He has to get to this line. And where on this line does he put the ball without it being horribly unsafe? If he'd have piled on the KO trip, I would have... Oh, yep. He's gone full potato. Wow. That is one hell of a potato. Oh, good God. That dirty player has done insane work. All 3 bribes used now, but I don't think Kolianxxx will care about that. Yeah. For the record, by the way, my prediction for this match was that Azathot would win and would have to play his next match with half a team. So I think Kolianxxx might just be trying to prove me right in both of those with his interest in plays and massive removals. This dodge is going to be big, isn't it? No reroll. 2+. Big 2+. And there we go. Oh, don't. Yeah, mate, you had a snake as well. Like, next dice was a 1. Didn't even matter what you were going to do there. Dice not being kind to Azathot so far. And another removal. Holy cow. All these removals are messing with the camera angle as well. Not that that's Azathot's current problem. I'm sure he cares more about the other point of removals, but it's annoying the pants out of me. Yep, that oh, 3 dice in the witch. Going full removal hog. And another KO. Man. Look at this over here. And he gets the dodge. Unless he gets all of his KOs back, there's no one turn happening here, so... Bring on the lovely York cheerleaders. Let's let them play out. there's 4, and... Oh dear. Not quite the KO rolls from the first half. Is Kolian going to notice that the bomber is on for turn 8? He did switch someone else out instead of the bomber. I mean, as soon as he moves him, he's going to know... Wait. Wait, what? There we go. I think he's just noticed what he was doing here. I think he might have thought it was the second half. I've done that 100 times, so I can't really mock him for that. And there's no one turn on here, is there? It's no frenzy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 players. Both witches are off. If there was a one turn, by the way, this is a terrible backline, look, because there's no tackle here. It's just left a tackleless gap through the middle. Yeah, hold on. I think I'm with you on that. I did call the reroll on the dub skulls. Oh! Hello? This might have just got interesting. Yes, it's a bit strange, isn't it? You can't... You backline with all but 2 tackle, and you stick the 2 non-tackle next to each other. It's hard to call it a mistake considering there was no real one turn, but if you're going to bother to do this, do it properly. Does he try for this? I mean, he's got to, hasn't he? Why not? What's the worst that can happen here? I know, Trip, but he spaced them out, like, properly. How annoying was it for him that he blitzed with the guy who had to wrestle? That's pretty indicative of Azathot's luck in the game so far. So obviously this is the guy. The special one gets protected. Blitz the skillless one here, and elf screen, dwarf screen. Bring him in, don't you? Bring him in. Bring him up. Blitz with the Troll Slayer. Or do you blitz with this guy, GFI, and stick tackle on this guy? Or you just ignore me completely and line your players up like that instead. Pretty certain that's worse. Oh, GFI comes off. That does cut off the obvious approach I was just pathing out there. Alright, do we go for the wizard here? And because he's got no reroll, so 1 just ends it after the wizard. I'm just looking at chat and Oriolensis has got there before me. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? With no reroll here, I think you just go for it. Don't whiz, don't, just go for it, and if you get lucky, you get lucky. It's still a bunch of dice with no rerolls. What does he go for here, though? Tackle all across the back line. Maybe GFI to there, hand off to this guy, dodge away from no tackle to 2 dice him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just try and run straight past him. You want to go through here? Oh, he's just 1 dice in it. Oh, he's blitzing with the actual guy who wants to score. That works too, doesn't it? Just gets a push, though. And then this is just 3s. Roll some 3s. Oh, baby. Just roll some 3s. Lovely work. Just roll some 3s. Who needs rerolls and wizards? Yeah, I think he might have been owed some nice dice there at the end. And he gets all of his KOs back. He's going to get the ball. I suspect we will see an attempt at a 2-turn here. Because that pretty much would put the game out of Kolian's reach. Barring some crazy kickoff events or something. And I'm looking at chat, and Azathot is just giving away his plan to do exactly that. Actually, I think he's got me muted, to be fair. So in case anyone's wondering, Odont has the window muted and is just talking to chat. Which bit was the wow and hello, Yakastay? We will see a bomb, I'm assuming. Boomer on the pitch for the Dwarves. With 3 subs and 4 down. 3, 6, 9, yep. The Elves are at 10. The Dwarves are still at 11. They're technically at 12. They've brought Boomer on to replace one of their rookie Longbeards. There are no more bribes in play. Kolian does have the fame for whatever this kickoff event will be. Azathot still has his wizard from the Wizard Stadium. So we will almost certainly see a 2-turn attempt here, barring kickoff craziness. Yeah, well, it wasn't crazy, was it, Trip? But with all of the dice that he'd been rolling, a single one would have ruined that, and you didn't get one for a change. Rolled so many ones in that half, was probably due, if I'm honest. Sid, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? Rerolls all around. Morning, Fant. First half was incredibly eventful. Kolian destroyed Azathot's team in turn 1. 4 removals, including a Kaz. But Azathot went full aggro and based the ball. And then Kolian did not do well with what that. I'm trying to politely say it. Made some loner dodges, lost the ball. Yeah, I think you're just gonna have to go and watch it. It was incredibly eventful, if I'm honest. It's been a pretty exciting match so far. In the first half, Azathot, up until the last turn, did have the worst of the dice. A lot of removals from the Dwarves. And a lot of ones from Azathot. But got a riot on turn 8. Allowed him to attempt a 2-turn. And rolled a bunch of 3s and got it. A Fant is a type of fox, Big Red. Yeah, the story of the first half, I guess, could be put down to Kolian kind of throwing away the perfect first turn. I think that's, I don't think that's unfair. It was literally the perfect first turn. And then the opposite second turn. Oh, Azathot hasn't gone crazy for a 2-turn here. Only 1 scoring threat. And Kolian's refound his removal dice and a miss next. And telling you, my prediction for this game is proving to be a bad omen for Azathot. For those new to the chat, my prediction was that Azathot would win, but only have half his team left for the next match. And, well, yeah. That Blitzer, miss next. That Lino, miss next. That Lino, movement busted. And the other 2, dead. That's 5 players down for next game. Assuming he gets through this one. Yeah, not a single badly hurt so far. 3 miss next, 2 straight deaths, and I think 7 KOs. It was an eventful first half. Gotta hope that isn't the story of the rest of the half. Don't you run up a scoring threat, dead. Yeah, I think that's a good summary trip. He has the upper hand, but the dice have said no quite a lot in this game, and there we go. Said no again. 1 in 81 into a stun. Ball is vaguely safe, I want to say. Okay, maybe not very safe. Yes, they have been... they're getting worse, if anything. Oh, good lord. A miss next. Good god. And a failed Apo on top. There we go. That's 6 players missing from Azathot's next game, if he gets one. Kolianxxx straight up greed rerolls that. I guess that's not wrong this time. Although I would have liked to seen this guy hit and then this guy come at the ball. What's the plan for the ball here? This guy was free to run through. Yeah, we could see the first ever playoff game where the one of the teams doesn't have any players left. And another removal. And that's the dwarf who he took stand firm on for the first time, so he couldn't even pile on if he wanted to. So another hit to go here. Oh, there we go. His own double skulls. No AV break, though. Just to make the dice logs look a bit more even. A meaningless end of turn double skulls for Kolian. He is quite surrounded now, isn't he? This is... this good position has sort of dissolved before our eyes. Juegastellani had no real choice. This is his team. All of the others are either dead or miss next. And if he gets through this, he has to play another playoff game. So at that point, he couldn't keep eating them. Yeah, I think you sort of consolidate this turn, try to make these players useless, and then either play do-si-do if he does try and run everyone over, or power down a side. Keep your options open. I mean, it's a long time to try and stall it out, isn't it? Losing players this rapidly. There we go. And does he? He is thinking about it. Last time he ran a player down on his own, he got killed. Oh, I honestly was expecting that guy to die. Just straight up die. As soon as he turned over, I was expecting the death noise. It's like a small win, isn't it, that this player stayed on the pitch. How aggressive do you go here if you're Kolian? You kind of have control. Oh, hello. Oh, just roll a 6 with a bomb to the ball and stuns one of the protections. I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice at how ridiculous this has become. That was a 5+ bomb that he rolled a 6 for. That not only took down this guy, but stunned him. That's ridiculous. Yeah. The bomber might have just saved Kolian. Just on his own. Didn't break armor though, Trip. That's the best I can think of to say about this. Didn't kill him. And yeah. Foul? Why not? Kill another elf? Holy cow. An elf survived a dirty player foul? Oh, it's a good scatter. There is tackle on this guy. There's tackle on everyone. Oh, man. Unbelievable. Straight one. So no reroll for this. I think Azathot's fighting the dice as much as he's fighting Kolian in this game. And there we go. Another immediate one. And it was another snake as well. Another one comes straight after that. I mean... And the thing is, what do you... I mean, it's not Kolian's fault that the dice are this way, so... It's just a bit ridiculous. Azathot can't roll a dodge. Kolian can only roll MNGs. His bomber can throw halfway down the pitch and stun the protection on the ball. With half his team missing, it probably would have been a bit more difficult. But the winner of this match plays the winner of Gimlick's Skaven and Random Boys Lizards. And that might end up for Gimlick the same way that this ends up for Azathot. So, say had. It's not over yet, is it? If Azathot wins this and Gimlick wins that, it could just be a battle of two half-dead teams. Yeah, that is always annoying, isn't it, Trip? When you see some bad play, and yet that coach is the one that gets the lucky dice. I mean, I don't see another option really for Kolian. I don't think he can score and turn over, so he is going to have to take it to overtime. But you only need a few elves, don't you? We saw that with the riot score. So it is still undecided here. Oh, well, that's interesting. Five, six, seven. Yeah. I guess Azathot is thinking that Kolian doesn't want to score, so it's just going to be annoying. You can't re-roll that. Oh, good lord. There we go. That's what I was expecting to happen earlier. And, yep, no badly hurt. Just a dead with elf again. This is just ridiculous, isn't it? 7 non-badly hurt Kazes. You did, Satterfield. And then immediately got wasted thanks to some ones. I think I would be Trip. I would be raging right about now if I was him. I mean, really, through no fault of his own, even if he pulls off some kind of miracle, his team is dead. And there's another one getting gang fouled here in a second. And also this one's got to survive an inevitable piling on. Oh, no tackle. My bad. Yeah, it didn't last very long, Satterfield. Took the ball from the ball carrier, didn't stun him. Azathot rolled some ones, ball carrier picked it back up. Holy shit. This is insane. This is insane. Yeah, I think this is a little bit more than an anomaly, Trip. 8 Kazes, including 3 deaths and 5 MNGs or stat busts. There's not a badly hurt in there. I think if anyone wants to know what a Dyson looks like, look no further. No amount of mighty blow piling on explains that. Yeah, 8 Kazes would have been like a sort of minor Dyson Trip. This is an insane one. Combined with the ones that Azathot is rolling. Holy cow. A piling on didn't murder something. Everyone write that in your diary. I don't know about outrageous. I mean, he's getting a lot of blocks with Mighty Blow and a lot of fouls with Dirty Player. He had 3 bribes. He had a lot of goes at breaking armor. He's just been incredibly successful at it. Was anyone else thinking that, like, that silence was weird then after that pylon? Or just expecting some kind of crunchy noise, or... Oh, here we go again. And just a KO. So, let's have a pool on how many players Azathot will have left for overtime. Because, I mean, this is going to overtime. Azathot himself is going for 0. Yeah, it's not, Big Red. It definitely isn't. Because of that, it makes you think that it's less outrageous than it actually is. But this is outrageous. There should be a bunch of stuns and knockouts more than there should be Kaz's. Chooses to foul with the guy who's getting sent off anyway. Why not? Keeps his dirty player. So, yeah, if you're joining late and wondering where the rest of the circles are, they're over here. I like how they casually circle all your players for you as well. Oh, of course, why not? Azathot's first dice is a 1. This is, sadly, one of the sides of the game that we all have to put up with. You have an excellent run in playoffs. Build up a fantastic team. Get through your first round. And meet someone who can't roll anything but 8 pluses. It just destroys your entire team. Let's see if this witch survives this. Wow. Not even a stun. See, that's actually what you expect sometimes, Big Red. Sometimes that happens. Not once on turn 15. Because I'm pretty certain that's the first time that's happened. Azathot reasonably sensibly passing turns there. I suppose he could have also just run away. Just in case Kolianxxxx went mad and fouled. Although maybe he left him there to tempt him. So, let's... There's at least 3 players. Let's see who else comes back. Good lord. Doesn't even get both his KOs back. Christ. It's not the best advert for the game in general, is it? So, we have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 11 dwarves? I think there's still 11 in there. 3. Stop moving them. 4. No, it's God damn it. Yes, it's 11 dwarves versus 5 elves. So Let's see what Azathot can do with his 5 elves. I mean, there's an obvious weak spot. Not certain why this side is like this and this side is like this. It's a bit strange. Yeah, Big Red, but when they're all Kaz's, it means they don't come back on the pitch, and it snowballs because you don't have any defense to... So there's more and more blocks because there's more removals that don't come back than there should be. There should be more stuns and KOs. And there should not be 8 Kaz. It's kind of hard not to root for Azathot in general here, isn't it? He's been diced to absolute fuckery. Kolian has made a few tragic misplays that did not get fully punished. And Azathot has been given a bucket of 1s. And double skulls and 1 in 81s. And has 5 elves left. So yeah, let's... I think it's kind of hard not to just root for him. Because he wasn't the underdog going into this, but he certainly is now. Oh, lovely. An end zone kick and another bribe for Kolian. I mean, they both get it, but obviously Kolian's the only one who can make use of that. So that's gone very well for Azathot there. That is true, Fant, but hardly any of them were gang fouls. A couple of the Kaz's were unassisted fouls. Oh, good lord. Straight into a 1 in 9. And snake on the armor. Why not? I'm just holding my breath here. There's the ball. I mean, this guy's got to be a handoff situation, hasn't it? So he's got to come back. So that would be where he rolls a 1 into death, surely. Holy moly. If he doesn't do the handoff, yeah, okay. I thought he was thinking about just running all 4 of them up there and going for a pass, but that would mean passing over a dwarf, and with the luck of this game, I would not be throwing an interception chance. Not enough movement, Sid. That would require go for it. They're not as fast as you think, Dark Elves. I think he's just trying to protect the witch, really. he frenzy traps himself again. That's the third, fourth time that he's done that. I know dwarves don't mind rolling a 1 dice, but you have all of these players. You've been up men the entire game, and that's got to be the third or fourth time he's done that. Just doesn't care. And has not been punished once for it. He's gonna foul, isn't he? He's got a bribe again. There's an elf on the floor. I feel like he's thinking about fouling. There we go. He did not foul. Roll a GFI instead. I mean, how does he get out here? 4 plus, 2 plus? Into the end zone? Can he even... He has to just hand off to him in 2 tackle zones? There's just no... He can't throw from wherever he can reach. You can only throw... is it 13 squares, the length of a half? Yeah, it was an end zone kick trip. I mean, it was the dice continued to be incredibly friendly to Azathot and put the ball in the end zone. I mean, he is kind of safe over here, isn't he? But I don't know what he does the turn after that. Nothing can really reach him. Oh, he's going full YOLO. Holy cow. The pass is good. He's re-rolled and caught it. Oh my word. Oh my word. It's a 2 plus. He's made it. Oh my word. Oh my fucking days. Amazing. That's so good. I can't believe you played this game in the European morning and there's not like 50 more people here to watch that. Chat goes wild. Look at that. 29 armor breaks to 3. So it was only 29 armor breaks and 8 Kaz. Bring Big Red back here to like tell him the odds on that shit. Unbelievable. Congratulations, Azathot. Commiserations, Kolian. Azathot moves on to face the winner of Gimlick versus Random Boy. Azathot makes my match prediction come true in the most delightful of ways. Let's take a look at some dice rolls. Not going to bother with the D6s for him. Look at that. 25, 16, 18. So obviously bad block dice. 74% dodges. Hard to tell. There were some 3s, but that should be higher than that, shouldn't it? Let's look at Kolian's. Pretty average block dice. It was just the armor dice that went crazy, wasn't it? Let's go back and look at... yeah, look at that. 69% injuries. And this. Yes, Azathot is in chat. Congratulations, Azathot, known as Odontokellis in chat. Yes, I think I completely agree with your assessment of that. I don't know if you can hear me now. Did you unmute me for now that the game is over? Did they tell you how many fouls? Is that it? Yeah, hi. So I'm just trying to find out for Big Red how many... I don't think they tell you. That's annoying. Anyone, there's no way to check that stat, is there? You unmuted when he started the YOLO pass. I'm very glad you got my reaction to it. Yes, I think, no offense to Kolian, but I think the right team won in the stupidest of ways. That was pretty horrific dice in there, mate. I'm gonna have a look at your team in a sec. Let's go and have a look at the damage. What was your TV to start with? Oh, they're not. Kolian hasn't validated the game. Oh, there we go. It means we can see the TV. 2160 TV, Azathot started that game with. I think we have to wait for the game to be validated before we can see. Yeah, it's not coming through yet. This is what his team. This is what your team used to look like, Odont. Drink it in, because that's never happening again. Oh, is it Gimlick? And admin has to do it before the show's up. Fair enough. Yeah. Isn't that a lovely team, Shawnee? What a lovely team Azathot used to have. So 3 of them are dead. A couple, one's movement busted, one's edge busted. And 2 or 3 more miss next game. 8 of these 14 players are not going to be in the next match. This guy is the one that's edge busted, so he's probably dead. To go with the other 3 that are dead. I think one of the unskilled linos died. One of the wrestle linos might have died. And something happened to one of these guys. To be fair, nothing really happened to these top players. Well, his best players live, but he's just going to have a bunch of loners. Gimlick, you have to now prove me right and have exactly the same thing happen to you against Random Boy. Because that was my prediction. That you and Azathot would both win and would have your teams destroyed in the process. And it's distinctly possible, isn't it? While everyone's here, and we're not going to wait for the thing. Let's have a look at that match. So Azathot moves on to round 3, and we'll play the winner of this team. It's not really 1900. It's 1860 plus a skill. So block Crocs, 3 mighty blow, block everywhere. Yes, it'll be. I'll be casting that, Gimlick. I'll still be around. I'll come back later and cast your match with Random Boy. So that's Random Boy's team. It's a fair bit of damage potential. And he'll be going up against... So I can find it. Oh, there it was. Kolianxxxx. No bench, but we've yet to see what he'll do with his money. Got to run a one-turner. Does have Claw Palm. So, yeah, I predict. My prediction is, no offense to Random Boy if he's out there, Kolianxxxx to win and also to be murdered. So my prediction for round 3 was half of Azathot's team playing half of Kolianxxx's team. A game full of loners. Yeah, I didn't hit the Apo on the MNG Odont. At that point, you just had so much damage. Why not? You couldn't just keep eating them. I didn't disagree with it, Odont. Yeah, I mean, there were a number of different, also crappy options, but that one was fine. I loved the red dice blitz out. I didn't see that coming. I thought you were just going to go for the 4+, 2+. I don't know which is the better odds. But I still thought it was good. I guess 4+ is 50-50. And I don't know what the odds are if you can't take it. Because obviously you couldn't take a double down. Yeah, the 3+ pass was fine, wasn't it? The 5+ with the reroll was the hard bit. Yeah, I guess so, Trip, yeah. So I guess you do the red dice, it's only a 30% chance of a skull, which is better than the 50% chance of failing the dodge. So, yeah, I guess it is better, isn't it? Good call, Odont. Yeah, but well, I mean, you have to work out the odds, so then you have to do that, and then you get the same dodge you would have been stuck with anyway. So, it wasn't a wrestle witch, was it? It was a block witch. I don't remember now. If it was a wrestle witch, then that changes things. No, both block witches, so. Hey, like a Satterfield. So yeah, once he had the ball, it was still only... I didn't have a reroll, did he? So it was 24%. Used the reroll for the catch. So that was 24.7%. Not including the 3+ pass and the 5+ catch. It is, yeah. But it was... it was a low percentage. Let's go with that. Yeah, it's not as like... that's probably still a higher percentage than like Sage's World Cup touchdown. It was something stupid. So... we've seen worse plays, haven't we? I mean, to be fair, it wasn't as bad odds as the 1 in 81 that screwed up his offense in the first place. Or the odds of both of his 2+ dodges being 1s after he used the wizard. I think we're all just drinking it in, Odont. We're all just a little bit happy that that game ended the way it did after the ridiculous dice. So, no offense to Kolian, of course. I mean, he's out, so it's sad for him. But with those dice in that game, I think the right man won. It's not a command, Big Red. You have to ask the owner of Extra Arms Bot, who is known as BZL. He has a Twitch channel. You can find him and ask him. And he has Extra Arm Bots basically follow you and joins your channel when you start streaming. He does accept bribes or just compliments on his glorious hair. Or just, you know, call him a cunt. Everything works. Right. That's it for me. Congratulations again, Azathot / Odont. Commiserations again to Kolian if you watch this. Yeah. I think you'll be twitching for an hour or so. I'm going to hand everyone off to, it looks like Rick is playing. And I will be back at, I've forgotten what time he said now. 6 p.m. UTC, GMT, same thing these days. 6 p.m. to cast Gimlick versus Random Boy. The winner of which will play Azathot. So that should be another interesting game. I think Gimlick, even though I predicted Gimlick to win, not as much of a favourite as I had thought Azathot would be before that match. So it should be a lot closer. Right, let me work out how to host Rick here. Rick Reckless, all one word. Everyone say hi to Rick. Oh, and I should probably do the thing where, you know, follow me, etc. I won't notice when you follow me because I still haven't set anything up. I will do when I start actually streaming for myself. But for the moment, you just follow me and I don't notice. I do get an email, so I am grateful after the fact. Right, everyone say hi to Rick.